Hi there, it's Katie Johnston here and it's day 18 of my video challenge for 2016 and it's a Monday, so it's Marketing Monday. Today I'm going to share with you 3 tips to avoid getting your Facebook account banned, because I've seen so many people lately in some of the groups that I'm a member of on Facebook complaining that they're getting their accounts banned and that Facebook hates their kind of business and the industry and the niche that they're in, or what's going on, because all they're doing is trying to promote their business and Facebook is blocking them at every move and eventually their accounts are banned. That's the last thing you want to happen. So these 3 tips will help keep your account safe. Now, the first thing I want you to remember is you have to respect the fact that Facebook is a social media platform. And the majority of people go there to communicate with their friends and their family and see what's happening in the world and what everyone else is doing, rather than going there looking to buy something. I don't think I've ever been to Facebook with the specific intention of purchasing something. So really the ads are just a curiosity factor that, you might see something and say, oh, well, I'm interested in that, and you'll click on it, but you don't specifically go to Facebook to purchase something, and we have to respect that. Because in the past, when internet marketing first started being out there and people were able to use Facebook as an advertising platform, people would advertise to the whole of Facebook, and it didn't matter what niche it was. If they were in a weight loss niche or a make money opportunity niche, they were just advertising to everybody on Facebook. Now we know that Facebook has millions and millions of users, and of those millions and millions of users who might have been seeing those ads, a very, very, very small percentage of them were actually interested in the opportunity or the business or the product that was being advertised. And if you've noticed that up in the top right hand corner of every post, there's a little drop down arrow where people can click and they can say they don't want to see that post, or they want to hide that advertisement. They can hide all advertisements from a particular advertiser, and they can also say why they don't want to see it. They think it shouldn't be on Facebook, it's not relevant to them, they're not interested in it, all sorts of reasons. And that's the last thing that you want to happen. You don't want people clicking on your ad, hiding it and saying, I don't think this should be on Facebook, or this isn't interested to me. So tip number 1, be very, very targeted with your audience, because you only want the people who are going to be most interested in what you have to offer to see your ads. So that's tip number 1, be laser targeted with your audience. Don't try and advertise to everybody. And that's why it's so important to make sure that you really are very clear on who your perfect customer is, who that person is that you're advertising, so you can put all your ads in the right place on Facebook. Okay, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, never use your affiliate link in a Facebook advertisement. Always use what we call a sandwich page. So that will be a page that people go to after they've clicked on your ad. It will give them some value. It might have a free offer for them, or a video or something on there where they'll get some value, and then you can take them to your offer. But you also need to be very careful where you're sending them next, because Facebook will follow through the funnel to see where your ad is actually taking them to. So just be aware of that and aware of the offer that you're promoting. But always use a sandwich page. Never use your affiliate or sales link directly in a Facebook ad. Now, number 3, be very aware of Facebook's terms and conditions, because you have to be careful of the kind of text that you use, the tone of your ad. So you don't want to be hypey. You don't want to be making outrageous promises. In fact, Facebook doesn't like you making promises at all. And also be very careful with the images and the videos that you use, because people these days seem to be very easily offended, and they will complain. Like I said with tip number 1, if there's images there that they don't like the look of, they'll complain about it, and you'll end up with your account being flagged and possibly banned. So don't use before and after photos or images or text. Don't be hypey with claims that you make. Don't put pictures of money, things like that that are going to draw attention from Facebook to your account. You want to be quite conservative in the way you go about it. Now, very occasionally you will see someone get away with this sort of thing, but believe me, eventually Facebook will catch up with them and they'll be in some sort of trouble. The last thing you want is to have your account flagged and banned. So be very careful and very aware of what you're putting in your ads. Now, if you want to advertise safely on Facebook, I would definitely advise that you get the best training that you can find out there. Now, under this link, I'll put the link to the training that I use to keep my Facebook account safe. It shows you how to advertise with the right practices on Facebook to avoid getting your account banned and to put your ad in front of the people most interested and get the best value for your advertising dollar, because you don't want to be wasting dollars and clicks on people who are not really interested in what you're offering. I hope that's been helpful. Make sure you click on the link below and have a look at the training that I use for my Facebook advertising, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow with another tip. I'm Katie Johnston.